Hi, and welcome to Team D and our service or ticketing management system. My name is Jacob Dunlap, and briefly, our system, as an overview, is sort of a work management system. It's a software system that is going to be designed to handle the input and editing of tickets that represent work items that need to get done or bugs that need to get fixed, that sort of thing. Our main goal or our main focus for the software is IT companies or software development companies that have a lot of user feedback, a lot of bugs that are being reported that need to be followed up on, worked on, and closed out. And this system is going to manage tickets that represent those problems and assign them to certain people and can be commented on, fixed, and then closed out. So, as an introduction, we looked at a lot of project topics, but we felt like this system was the best fit for our strengths. So we went ahead and picked this idea, this ticketing system, and then we divided the team in half, and we focused on one half focused on the front end, one half focused on the back end. But that being said, we did decide that everyone was going to have a hand in everything. Every person on the team has had a little bit of a little bit of a insight into every little piece of the project, just so that we can learn as much as we possibly can while completing this project. The system was also picked because we thought it might be the best educational value of all of the systems that we thought about maybe trying to build. We thought this one would teach us the most. So that's another reason why we went with it. We also felt that we could improve on existing ticketing systems, and there's a lot of them, because a lot of the systems out there are very complex, very cumbersome to use. They almost have too many features for at least some people, especially non-tech savvy people. And that's what we tried to, that's how we tried to improve the system, was by making a system, a ticketing management system that's web-based, so it's very accessible, and is also very sleek so that people will want to use it, and that'll improve business value, because if you have the best ticketing system in the world with all the bells and whistles, that's fine, but if people don't like using it because it's complicated, then it's not very much, not a lot of use for your company. So like I said, overly complex, intimidating for non-tech savvy users especially. That's what we are trying to eliminate. We're trying to eliminate that friction that hurts the business bottom line when people don't want to use their ticketing systems. To completely satisfy the goals that we're setting out to achieve here, we want the system to enhance communication in the business, centralize the management structure, and also enable data-driven management decisions. Our system is going to give very clear data points to administrators, people who are kind of running the system, that they can use to make informed decisions about what needs to happen, what things should we focus on, where's the priority points. But not only should this system complete those requirements, satisfy those requirements, but it should do so in a way that is sleek and intuitive and very fast, to reduce friction for users. What I saw a quote that I thought was pretty good somewhere, or when we were researching this project. I forget where, but somebody said there's a lot of systems out there, a lot of ticketing management systems, service management systems, but the one that's the best is the one that gets used. So we're hoping to be that one once we're done completing this system. For our specifications, functionally, the system must create and store, of course, user accounts and tickets, along with any metadata that comes along with those tickets, comments, priority levels, that sort of thing. The system should also validate credentials properly. It should notify users or customers, whoever creates the tickets, or whoever's assigned the tickets. It should send out a notification. We're handling that with emails right now. It'll send an email to the person who is assigned the ticket, or if the ticket's assigned to you and it has a comment added to it, you're going to get an email. It's also going to process updates to the tickets, of course, and will provide reports to the correct people. If administrators or people with higher level access need those reports provided to them, how many tickets are open, how many have been closed, that sort of thing. It'll generate those reports. On the non functional side of things, the system should be intuitive and sleek at all levels. The system is going to work on all browsers, that's very important. It's also going to protect user information, not just store passwords and user information, but hash it, salt it so that it's very secure. Our system also needs to respond quickly. It can't lag, especially when lots of people are using it. User interface wise, the user interface should be it should be a very easy to use user interface. It's going to be mostly dashboard focused. All of the different um, places that you're gonna get to see in this system, it's going to be very dashboard focused. The user interface will also allow some filter controls so you can get just the information that you need. Implementation wise, we decided to use the MERN stack: MongoDB, Express, JS, React, and Node.js. We picked this collection of technologies because it's modern, it's very scalable, and also we're just very familiar with it. We happen to all be familiar with that technology, so we thought it would be an easy way to get started and just work on building the system and not worry so much about, how do I code this, that sort of thing. We also gave consideration to the fact that MERN is a single language, all JavaScript stack, which was going to be helpful to us, we thought, because you can kind of reuse information, reuse code, not have to code everything from scratch the whole time. This we thought would enable very rapid development of the application, so we don't have to waste time thinking about how to code things. And that's it for this brief introduction. We're going to get into a little bit more detail here, so thank you very much for watching.
Hello, my name is Gregory Hall, and we've reached the live demonstration part of our presentation. And so we are here at the login screen for our QuickTix IT service management system. So we'll go ahead and log in and take a look at our use case 4, which is for allowing the customer to create a new ticket. Okay, so as you see here, we log into the system, and upon login, we have some test data already in the database, and we get that data from the database, and we populate the little ticket table here, as you can see. What we want to do now is go over the use case and create a new ticket. And the purpose of our system is something that's quick, easy, very user friendly for our, our customers and users. So we just type a test. And so in here, the user has to do minimum keyboard strokes, mouse clicks, and so it's very, very simplistic in its design, and that was the main goal of our system. So we just select the priority level, submit ticket here. Okay, so it says ticket was created successfully. So we'll go and look if that ticket is now available in the list. And they are in order from the furthest date to the most recent date at the bottom of the page. And so here you'll see this was the ticket that I just created, test ticket, and you can see here it works. So this right now is this ticket table is not active links as of now, but this kind of is just getting the data and populating it, and in a future iteration we will make those active links. And so what we'll do here is log out and try another user just to make sure that everything is working as expected. Okay, it's just a real generic password. That's why I'm getting that error message. But as you can see here, John Doe is also a customer. He submitted two tickets. We'll go ahead and create one more real quick to show that it works for him. So we wanted to make the create ticket option accessible. And so you see we have it here in our navigation bar. And then also here towards the bottom, you can select create a ticket here. Shoot. I have this recording software in the way, so I'll hide that. There we go. Okay, so we'll just another test, and then we'll submit this ticket. And it says ticket created successfully, and we go back, and as you can see in his list of tickets, another test has been successfully added. So we'll go ahead and log out of the system, and we'll speak on some of our future planning work. So we implemented one of our important use cases, which was use case 4. And so in the future work, we plan to implement the other two important use cases from our full project report. And as use case 5 with the view ticket history, and basically where uh, we will integrate the backend logic to retrieve tickets and display them in chronological order, and then before the agent point of perspective, and then also our reassigned ticket for our administrators. And so in this next iteration, we'll also um, add the administrator and the agent roles and those paths. And also, as you can see here, we're going to implement more features, and some of those features, as I just mentioned, on the new roles for the admin and agent, and we're going to implement some role-based access control in the back end and in our front end logic. And then we're going to make, as I mentioned earlier in the showing the system, that we're going to make those list of tickets active links, so you can click on a ticket and it will bring you back to that ticket. It'll populate with the information from the database. Another thing, we're going to add some profile management where you can, or a user can update their profile and modify their name, email, things like that. And we're going to we plan to add a password reset feature, and a simple reporting for our admin users. So that's kind of what we're looking at as far as new features. And then we're going to continue with our testing and quality assurance using some test driven development approaches. And then we'll go into uh, integrating all of our systems, running our appropriate tests, and then deploying systems. And our systems we utilize our code bases in GitHub, and so makes our redeploying seamless and honestly effortless. So we keep going with that approach, and then we got a quick timeline what we are anticipating to accomplish in certain time periods up until it's time for demo 2. And so this is kind of what we see or envision as our next steps. And we're looking forward to demo 2, where we'll be able to present a fully operational system. I just want to thank you for your time, and we're excited about demo 2, and have a great day.